The East has gotten even tougher. After falling to the Pacers in the second round of the playoffs, the Knicks wanted to improve their roster and go toe-to-toe with the defending champs. Because of that, the Knicks acquired Mikal Bridges from the Nets. According to Woj of ESPN, who first reported the news, the Knicks are sending 10 draft picks along with Bojan Bogdanovic and Shea Milton in exchange for Bridges. As part of the trade, the Knicks are sending 9 first-round picks and a second-round pick in 2025. The Knicks will now receive another Villanova product and another player along with a 2026 second-round pick. With the trade, the Knicks are going all in and are looking to make their first ever NBA Finals since 1999. In fact, the Knicks have not even made the conference finals since 2000 when they fell to the Pacers. On the other side, the Nets are looking to rebuild after the failed Durant and Irving era and were hoping to acquire picks so they could start the process. The Knicks and Nets had not made a trade together since 1983. Last season, the Nets were listening to offers for Bridges, but did not pull the trigger and wanted to wait and see how it worked out. With the trade now official, the Nets can look to a brighter future. In 2023/2024, Bridges was solid for the Nets and was a borderline all-star. He averaged 19 points, 4 boards, 3 dimes, and 1 steal per game, along with shooting 43% from the floor. Bridges is now reunited with his Nova buddies Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart, and Dante DiVincenzo. They played together for a few years in college and won 2 titles in 16 and 18. With the trade, it is now signaling that the Knicks want to win now and are hoping to go farther than the conference semifinals. Last season, the Knicks were eliminated by the Pacers in the second round and had many injuries to the team that included star Jalen Brunson, Julius Randle, and OG Anunoby. After the trade went public, Brunson, Hart, and DiVincenzo, along with Mikal Bridges, went on FaceTime to welcome their former college teammate to the squad. When the season begins, the Knicks will be one of the favorites to dethrone the Celtics in the Eastern Conference. Speaking of the Knicks, they kept the good times rolling. After the Bridges trade, they made sure to keep one of their most important players on the squad. It was reported that right before free agency started, OG Anunoby opted out to become a free agent. With that, the Knicks wanted to keep him and signed him to a 5-year, $212 million contract. He had a player option for 2024/2025, but opted out to become a free agent for the first time in his career. The Knicks traded for Anunoby during the deadline last season and gave up former 3rd overall pick RJ Barrett to acquire the former champion from the Raptors. The Indiana product had a breakout year last season and averaged 14 points, 4 boards, and 2 steals per game, along with shooting 48% from the floor. Anunoby was the two-way player the Knicks were missing before the trade. After acquiring Anunoby, the Knicks' defensive rating went from ranked 17th to tied for 6th in the NBA after the trade. He also was a huge help to the Knicks in the playoffs and helped them beat the Sixers in the first round of the playoffs. During last season's playoffs, Anunoby averaged 15 points, 6 boards, and 1 assist in 36 minutes played. Along with his great defense, Anunoby is great at spacing the floor. According to a report done by Yahoo Sports, Anunoby has hit 38% of his threes over the last 5 seasons, attempting 5 3-pointers during his time on the floor. His volume, accuracy, and consistency have been one of his strong points, and only 35 other players have managed to do that over the last 5 seasons. With the trade for Bridges and bringing back Anunoby, it has been a great offseason for the Knicks, to say the least. In other NBA news, the Nuggets are awarding their second-best player with a new extension. After another great season that included some game-winning shots by Jamal Murray, the Nuggets awarded the Kentucky product with a massive extension. It was reported that the Nuggets were giving Murray a 4-year deal for $209 million. Shams Charania of The Athletic was the first to report the extension. Murray still had 1 year left in his deal and also had a player option for the 2025/2026 season as well. However, Denver wanted to make sure that Murray was locked in with the Nuggets for quite some time. The Canadian was a huge help to the Nuggets in their championship quest in 2023 when they defeated the Heat in 5 games. Even though he has not made an All-Star game yet, Murray is still one of the top players at his position. In his career, Murray has averaged 17 points, 4 assists per game, along with shooting 45% from the floor. During their title run last season, Murray was a huge contributor and averaged 26 points along with 7 assists per game. After a season-ending ACL injury in 21, it was thought that Murray would not be a part of the Nuggets' future going forward. The injury caused him to miss the rest of the 21 season and the entire year in 2022. When he returned, it was like he was never injured and helped the Nuggets win 53 games, which was the top seed in the West. In the playoffs, the former 7th overall pick was outstanding, and along with 3-time MVP Nikola Jokic, the Nuggets won their first title in franchise history as they took down the Heat in 5 games. Now that Murray is taken care of, the Nuggets have locked in their core 3, which includes the Joker, Murray, and MPJ, which got a new deal last offseason. Even though they lost KCP in free agency, the Nuggets are once again expected to compete for another title in the tough Western Conference.